Welcome to the Biohack Your Tea Night at the Jensen House.
Wow, what a great title. Yeah. So instead of tea, we're actually doing golden milk. And why are we doing golden milk?
So many reasons, but we think of it as a biohack because it's a great way to get into a deeper state of sleep at nighttime while providing you with some great antioxidants and some other nourishing tools like the healthy fats and whatnot.
So it's really nourishing for the nervous system to help kind of release the day and help you go into your dream state in this space where your blood sugar isn't rising, but instead you're kind of in a bit of ketosis, I guess, before going to bed because you're getting those healthy fats.
And we want those healthy fats before bedtime because it's really time to heal the brain and open up the lymphatic system of the brain to detox and really give you enough of that nourishing nutrients before you get into a nice deep state of sleep.
And it tastes good. Yeah.
It's so good.
So good.
So get this, usually I'm the tea maker at nighttime.
Right, and I'm in the kitchen today. This is really awkward.
So what do we got? What are we going to work with?
We have some ghee that we're going to be using. We are using almond milk. So this one I like because it's just almonds and water.
What's the sugar content there? Because that's sometimes a problem for a lot
Zero.
of almond milks, right?
Zero.
Yeah.
Zero sugar in this one. And the reason why we're using this because we don't do dairy, but I would actually prefer coconut milk in the evening because of the higher fat.
And then taste wise? No, I mean like taste wise, what's your preference, coconut or almond?
Whole milk. Dairy.
There we go.
But we don't do dairy.
Okay.
So those of you that do dairy, get the whole organic, no steroid milk.
And
That's going to be magic.
Since we're not using that, what do you prefer, almond or coconut?
Either.
Yeah, either's fine.
I don't have a preference.
Sometimes the only reason I ask is because sometimes I find that the coconut milk kind of can be a little strong.
Okay.
Sometimes it takes over. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. And then today we're using Harmonic Arts Golden Milk, so you don't have to use something like this. You can just use turmeric that you have at home. But what I like about this is that it has turmeric in it and some coconut cream. Plus it also has ashwagandha, which is really great for your nervous system because it's an adaptogen that kind of helps you relieve some stress. It's got ginger for your digestive system. It has turkey tail mushrooms for your immune system and lucuma as a natural sweetener, which is from
South America.
There you go. So this is why we prefer this one, and we're going to be using this one today. And so I'm going to get you...
Did you open it?
I haven't opened it yet.
Okay.
So we're going to open this up, and I'm actually just going to get my... I already opened it. And so I'm going to put the stove on, like medium heat, and then I'm going to get my ghee. So I'm going to put 2 teaspoons, because there's 2 of us. So a good dose.
The kids are sleeping right now, so I almost think we should scoop that off
Right,
with another
okay.
spoon.
I'm going to do this then. Okay, so I'm going to let it melt because I'm going to be making a paste with the golden milk here.
There you go. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. So we're melting the ghee. And why is ghee so good? What's the difference between ghee and why can't they just use butter?
Well, ghee has some of the proteins taken out of it because it's heated up and it's basically what's left over on the top, right?
Clarified butter. Yes. Yes.
It's very
So
clear.
it's got all the good stuff in it. And, you know, I watched my parents do this and I used to think they were crazy because I didn't know why they were doing this. But now that I understand what Ayurvedic medicine is, I'm starting to figure it out.
And whenever our boys stay over at her parents' house, they don't go to sleep without this, which is funny because they never ask us to do this.
They don't. So putting 2 teaspoons in. Can I get some? Can I get 2 cups?
2 cups.
Yes. And I'm just gonna mix it so it's like a paste. You don't want it clumpy because that would be fun. And it's nicely heated up. Here. And now I'm gonna shake my.
So this one is teacup.
That's my cup. I'm gonna shake my almond milk.
Did you show them?
I did.
Yes. It smells good too. You can smell it already. I'm enjoying this because, like I said, I'm usually making the tea, so this is fun watching you do it.
And now I'm going to take 2 cups of almond milk and pour it in.
You're really good at this.
Yeah, I know how to make it. I just prefer to watch you
Be
do
served.
it. Yes.
Yeah. Do you want me to rinse this or
You can just wipe
right the side?
the sides. Yeah. And so now we let it boil. So I'm going to turn up the heat just a little bit. I'm not going to put it up completely high so that it can boil and mix together.
Okay.
Okay, yes. So again, ingredients. You need ghee. I like this one for Sara the Ayurveda. It's really expensive. So you
Very
can make your own ghee at home. But again, even the grass-fed organic butter sticks are probably just as expensive as getting this. So I just prefer to get that. And then this golden milk you can get from the clinic, or you can get it online from Harmonic Arts. They're our local company on Vancouver Island. And this I'm now starting to see at Choices. I didn't see it before, but we see it at this local market that's by our house. So really easy.
And here's the thing with this golden milk one, it has some like coconut cream in it, so you don't really, some people like things a little extra sweet. But when you've got the ghee together with that, because how many grams of sugar in this one?
0.4
0.4 grams of sugar. So it's kind of got a bitter...
per 2 teaspoons. So each of us is only going to be getting 0.2.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's got a sort of a bitter, kind of sweet taste to it in and of itself. But if you had to add it, or if you wanted to add a sweetener, what would you do?
Probably stevia, just because before bed you don't want coconut sugar or brown sugar or any other type of sugar, because you don't want to be spiking your glucose and insulin before bed.
Yeah.
So really this is more of an earthy taste, but like Nick was saying, when you're adding the ghee and you're adding all these things together, you actually don't need anything else.
Well, this is kind of the cool thing, and this is why I think we do this at nighttime too, is, you know, most people have a bit of a sweet tooth at nighttime where you feel like it's time for a treat. And so when you're doing something like this, you know, you can skip the cookie, you can skip the whatever, the ice cream, and you can just have this, and it actually satiates that that feeling. And then you're getting that fat too, which also just, if there's a little bit of hunger left, you know, because maybe you didn't eat enough dinner, then it sort of fills that void.
It's very satiating. Yeah. And you can see it's Christmas right now, so you can add a little touch of peppermint in there too, if you like.
Shall we?
I don't know how peppermint and turmeric taste together, so we could do a little experiment.
So it's probably gonna go in my cup first.
That's right.
It's gonna go in my cup so it doesn't ruin hers. I'll get it just because that's not a bad idea.
Yeah, just to see what it'll taste like. So now it's slowly gonna boil, and then I'm just kind of giving it a little mix too in case anything clumps together. But so far it's looking pretty good.
Okay. Any other tips?
Well, you don't want to drink it too late at night, because you don't want to be getting up and using the bathroom in the middle of the night. It kind of defeats the purpose of trying to nourish your cells before bed and your nervous system. It's great for kids. It's really great to just teach them a hack or a habit that allows them to release the day, and they know it's a ritual that they have that's going to move them into the night.
Yeah, and technically you could do this in the morning too. It doesn't have to just be for nighttime, right?
Well, traditionally in Ayurvedic medicine and in Indian families, it's done at night. So
that's a no. If you want to follow the rule book of Ayurveda, you definitely don't have this in the morning.
You're going to have some cha.
Right, and that's with black tea.
That's right. There's no black tea in this situation here.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I'm making tea at night, often I'm making a chai tea at night.
We do that sometimes, or with rooibos.
We use a chai rooibos.
So there's no black tea.
Yeah. Otherwise, this one would be awake all night, and I'd get in lots of trouble. Okay, so I show them. So it's like it's kind of boiling a little bit, right? And do you just keep going, or what's the plan?
Well, it hasn't boiled over because you lifted it up. So once it boils over, then you can let it sit for a minute, and then you can pour it into your cups, and you're done.
Okay. Well, I'm going to bring the camera in so you can kind of see a little bit about what that looks like.
Put this away.
So you can see it starting to boil up, right?
It looks magical. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. There's your golden milk hack that you can do every night before bed, especially in the winter time, because it's very cozy and comforting, and it's healthy and nourishing for all your cells.